You were telling me Saturday is going to be frigid, and you're going to be in some Christmas parades.
Yeah, we've got a couple. Storm 5 Titan is making its Christmas parade, rounds. It's been in a lot, and it's going to be in the Mount Juliet one on Saturday. I'm going to be out there with Vicky and Carrie are both going to be there too. And I tell you what, between the temperatures being in the 30s and the wind, it's going to be pretty brutal outside. And today is looking very chilly as well. Right now, here's our headlines. We need the coat again for today. A dry cold front is going to move through, and it's going to reinforce that colder air we're already seeing. I know there's been a lot of talk about some possible winter weather. If you want to see some snowflakes flying, we're going to talk about the chance for some flurries this weekend coming up and a look at that 7-day forecast. Here's a look at satellite and radar right now. Notice this pesky bank of clouds continues to hang on to the southwest. Noticing a bit of clearing, especially up towards Clarksville and Bowling Green. That's where we're getting temperatures in the 20s for this morning. Otherwise, we're looking at mid to upper 30s in areas for the southwest. Now, here is our secondary cold front. It's just sitting up towards Indianapolis right now. It's going to come through and just bring a passing of clouds, but it's got some much cooler air with it. Notice temperatures up towards St. Louis in the 20s, 34 right now for Paducah, Kentucky. So that's why we're not going to see a big temperature difference today as far as where we start the day and where we end the day. Temperature is 33 right now in Clarksville. If we could see, if the sun was already up, we would see that they're seeing some clearing in skies, but other spots down like Columbia in the southern part of the mid-state are not quite as cold, 37 degrees because of the clouds that are out there for today. Over in Dixon right now, another live view, very chilly at 32 degrees. Your weather today, you need the coat if you're stepping out at any point for today, because notice, even though temperatures are going to feel like the 43 degrees for an actual temperature, it really feels like 37 outside. That's because of that northwest wind making it feel breezy at times because of that front that comes through. So here's a look at exact track right now. Notice it's not going to bring any precipitation with it, just passing clouds throughout the afternoon, but mostly cloudy conditions are going to persist as we go into this evening and for Friday. It's kind of the trend heading into the weekend. Much cooler weather, cloud cover that'll be in place, and very frigid temperatures by Saturday. Now, the good news is that right now models, maybe good news or bad news, depending on if you want some snowfall, but the good news is that we are looking at some flurries still possible for the day on Saturday, but right now any type of accumulation from that looks minimal and like it's not going to happen. We could see some rogue flakes flying throughout the afternoon, maybe a very light dusting in some of our higher elevations over towards the Cumberland Plateau, but it is not going to be anything that will be super impactful for your day on Saturday. But just be sure we are keeping a watch on it here in the Storm 5 Weather Center.